On the morning of July 30th, 2025, a devastating earthquake with a magnitude of 8.8 struck the Pacific coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, located in the Russian Far East. The tremor occurred at 11:24 a.m. local time, around 11:24 p.m. UTC, with its epicenter lying 19 kilometers below the seabed, approximately 136 kilometers east of the city of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, the administrative center of the Kamchatka region. This seismic event has been described as the strongest earthquake to hit the Kamchatka Peninsula in over 70 years, with its intensity comparable to the 9.0 magnitude earthquake that triggered a massive tsunami across the Pacific in 2011. The aftermath has left the region scrambling for resources as emergency services work to mitigate the damage, with significant destruction reported in several areas, especially in Severokurilsk, a port town with a population of just under 2,600 people. The immediate impact: buildings and infrastructure shaken. As expected, the powerful earthquake has wreaked havoc on infrastructure, particularly in coastal areas where buildings were not prepared to withstand such a force. The city of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, while further inland, felt significant shaking, and several buildings were damaged or collapsed. The Kamchatka Peninsula is no stranger to seismic activity due to its position on the Ring of Fire, an area of intense volcanic and seismic activity. However, the sheer scale of this earthquake has taken even seasoned residents by surprise. Severokurilsk, a town on the Kuril Islands, saw the brunt of the damage as tsunami waves flooded its streets. The earthquake triggered a tsunami warning that cascaded across the Pacific, sending waves toward other regions, including Japan and the United States. Tsunami waves as high as 3 meters, 9 feet, were reported in several coastal locations. The Russian Ministry of Emergency Situations has confirmed that Severokurilsk was severely flooded, with much of the town submerged. Fortunately, no fatalities have been reported so far, though several individuals sustained minor injuries from the quake's tremors. Local authorities were quick to issue a tsunami warning, urging residents to evacuate coastal regions and seek higher ground. Kamchatka's governor Vladimir Solodov called for caution, advising citizens to stay away from the coast until the tsunami risk had fully passed. I urge everyone to comply with evacuation instructions and follow public announcements through loudspeakers, Solodov said. Tsunami waves affecting other Pacific Rim countries. As the tsunami warning spread, Japan, Chile, and other Pacific nations braced for the repercussions. In Japan, waves of about 30 centimeters, about a foot, were recorded along the coast of Hokkaido, prompting evacuations in vulnerable coastal areas like Shimoda and Shizuoka. Authorities in Japan were quick to evacuate citizens from potentially affected zones, though the waves remained relatively small, reducing the immediate risk of widespread damage. The ripple effects of this natural disaster didn't stop at Russia's borders. Countries along the Pacific Rim, including Ecuador, Indonesia, and the Philippines, were placed on high alert as tsunami waves of up to 1 to 3 meters, 10 feet, were predicted. In the case of Chile, Costa Rica, and other South American coastal areas, authorities warned that the powerful undersea earthquake could trigger significant waves along their shores. In some locations, such as Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, and Colombia, there was the potential for smaller tsunami waves of 1 meter, 3 feet in height, which, while unlikely to cause severe damage, could still pose a risk to coastal communities if they were unprepared. Experts have warned that although the tsunami may not cause catastrophic destruction in these regions, the impact could still be felt for days as aftershocks and secondary waves continue to roll across the ocean. Aftershocks and continued seismic activity. In the immediate aftermath of the main earthquake, several strong aftershocks continued to rock the Kamchatka Peninsula. At least 6 aftershocks were recorded, with 2 registering at magnitude 6.9 and 6.3 on the Richter scale. These aftershocks have further destabilized the already damaged infrastructure, adding to the challenge faced by emergency crews. Despite the ongoing threat from these aftershocks, there has been no significant loss of life reported from these secondary tremors, though the possibility remains as emergency workers and citizens continue to deal with the aftereffects. Kamchatka and the Ring of Fire, a history of seismic activity. Kamchatka and the surrounding areas are known for their vulnerability to both earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. as they are located on the so-called Ring of Fire, a region where a large number of tectonic plates converge, creating intense geological activity. This includes some of the world's most active volcanoes and frequent earthquakes. Historically, the region has been hit by other significant seismic events. However, the magnitude of this earthquake is unparalleled in recent memory. It has forced both local and international scientists to revisit the monitoring protocols and disaster response strategies for future events, especially given the unpredictability and scale of such catastrophic occurrences. The global implications, monitoring and preparedness. The far-reaching implications of this earthquake and tsunami serve as a reminder of the vulnerability of regions along the Pacific. The United States Geological Survey, USGS, and other monitoring agencies around the world have highlighted the need for better early warning systems and more robust disaster response mechanisms in vulnerable coastal areas. With the global connectivity provided by social media and modern communication, the international community has been closely monitoring the unfolding disaster. Scientists are using advanced technology to assess the damage, while governments in other affected countries are coordinating evacuations and alert systems in real time. Additionally, environmental concerns have begun to surface as the tsunami waves could have disrupted marine ecosystems, especially along the Kamchatka coast and in surrounding waters where fishing industries play a significant role in local economies. Conclusion: a call for preparedness and global cooperation. The 8.8 magnitude earthquake in Kamchatka serves as a powerful reminder of the destructive force of nature and the pressing need for global cooperation in disaster response. As the world continues to confront the challenges posed by natural disasters, the need